Turbid here, aka L. Ron Hubbard. Welcome to Auditing America. Fake Mike! Real news. Hey, what's that behind your ear? Oh, it's the whisk. Oh, how'd you like that? Guys, we're here, we're live. Who's here with us? We're gonna answer some questions early today in comments. Share this video before we start. Of course, we got Mr. Universal. That's S-O-L-S-O, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
You're going to want to check out Universal. That's SOL TV on YouTube and all platforms. He's got some pretty good videos over there. If you know what I mean.
Check out our pranks, guys. We got some really nice pranks, fart pranks. Mrs. Universal, she's not shy. She's going out there. TikTok is blooming right now. Her videos are getting a lot of attention. We will love and appreciate your support. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, Universal TV. All right, let's see what you guys got in here. First thing I want to say to you guys, what's up, Shock? What's up, Tom?
People. Come on, baby. Let's
what's up,
go.
you? What's up, Detroit?
Let's go. Hit that like button, guys.
I'm hoping my mom will bring me some cookies, but don't you dare, don't you dare interrupt, because I'm gaming with my bros. What's up, Jorge? What up, T-Boy?
Jorge.
When we all come back to Kansas City, Missouri, you never know. You never know. All right, first thing I want to talk about, guys, let's get a few more eyes on this. Share this video. Also, before we begin, thank you for smacking the like, hitting the bell for notifications. Make sure you subscribe. Share the videos. Guys. It's the best way.
85 more likes. Let's go.
Thank you also for the donations. $ Auditing America News on Cash App. Yes, that's $ Auditing America News on Cash App. $ Fake Mike Real News on Cash App. Instagram Fake Mike Real News.
What's
Instagram.
The Third Amendment?
I don't answer questions. Instagram, Auditing America. Facebook, Auditing America. FakeMikeRealNews.com, the headquarters. All right, so.
No military in your home. Always remember that, guys.
We'll come to LA as soon as we get some gas money or some flight money. Yes, Auditing America News on Cash App. $ Fake Mike Real News on Cash App. Share the videos, guys. Let's get some eyeballs on here. Thank you very much for that compliment and that super chat, Louis. Very much. Mr. Manco. Oh, yeah. Mr. Manco in the house.
He's behind the scenes.
Danielle's in the house. Watchdog, what up?
Discreet.
We went to Vermont. I'm not sure where Rutland is. Yeah, it's a beautiful night. Welcome, Andrew. All right, first thing I want to talk about, we'll get to your questions or comments, but the first thing I want to bring up, and I got some stuff. We got some stuff. We didn't get into the deep stuff last night. Our feed was interrupted.
Right.
By interdimensionals.
Literally,
I can prove that.
Literally just shut off and it glitched. The phone glitched off and we're like, what?
Yes, that's right, Johnny K. The actual reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard is here. Yeah. And when you talk about stuff like that, you're going to get disconnected. Like the families of Scientology. All right, but in all seriousness, the first thing I want to talk about, get your questions or comments in here right now, but I'm going to make an announcement here. September 11th, 2022, New York City. We're going to be there. There's going to be a lot of channels there. There's going to be a lot of YouTubers there. There's going to be a lot of non-violence going on that day. There's going to be a lot of protests. I want you there. I want to know who's coming with me non-violently. New York City, 2022, the 21st anniversary of September 11th, of the tragedy of that day. Who is going to be there? All I want to know, who's coming with me? Press 1 in the chat if you're coming. Press 2 in the chat if you're not coming because you love Pol Pot.
This is your time to meet a legend and other legends. People are going to be there putting in action. You know, these guys are investing a lot of time in their lives and sacrificing other things to be there and to do what they do. Mr. Fake Mike puts in countless hours of research so he can learn, so he could come on here and inform you guys. He is working for the people, we the people, guys. And that's why hit that like button. This is what helped the algorithm. It helps our words get out there. And we want to show that, hey, as long as you exercise your rights with any on-duty officer, you have the power within you to stand your ground and to enforce law, because there are law officers and they need to obey the law. And that's what people like Fake Mike and Mr. America does on a daily basis.
Mr. America does what he does. All right, get your questions and comments there. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys September 11th. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Some comments. Thank you very much. Florida, okay. David's coming. Johnny's coming. Joe's coming. Nice. Awesome. Nice. Good. Yes, we got some people Patriots. Coming. Okay, Trump's house being raided. I think Trump's house...
What?
Yeah, Mar-a-Lago just got raided by the FBI, allegedly to seize documents. Now, first of all, the FBI itself is unconstitutional. There's actually nothing in the Constitution that allows to have a federal police. It's actually outlawed by the Constitution in a number of places. And I broke that down a little bit last night, and I broke it down even further on past episodes. So the FBI shouldn't even exist in the first place, let alone they dropped the ball. I talked about that last night. We'll leave that there on last night's stream. You guys can go check that out. Great stream, by the way. Amazing stream. Really fun stream. Great information from the chat here, guys. And we have the best group, open source, here at Auditing America. Where was I going, Mr. Universal? Totally lost my train of thought. What was I talking about, guys?
We're gonna talk about what we couldn't cover from last night.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. I totally lost my train of thought there, guys. I'm sorry. I'm no expert. We're talking about September 11th. Going through your comments. Yeah, someone had a question. Yes, great quote by Henry Kissinger right there. Psych. Okay, Felix, if you want to get in touch with me, it's fakemicronews@gmail.com. What up, Naeem? Smash that 1A love button. Yep. Which one is the most epic fail? Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Trump's house getting raided. Duh. How did I forget? Duh. Thanks, Audit, Mr. America. Jeez. Remember, guys, we're not experts. We're just people that are out here non-violently doing the best we can, trying to hold tyranny accountable. So, Trump, Mar-a-Lago. First of all, the FBI shouldn't exist. Second of all, Trump should have been arrested a long time ago. He should have been arrested as soon as he sent the executive order to say, yes, the emergency order that allowed different state governments, which is unconstitutional in and of itself, to shut down the country, to shut down the First Amendment. Trump stood there while people were getting arrested at funerals. He sat there while businesses failed. Trump sat there and watched it all happen. Trump should have been arrested when he came out that he knew what Jeffrey Egg Salad was doing for over a decade. Think about this. Trump knew for over a decade about what Jeffrey was doing, did nothing about it. He only did something or said something about it when Jeffrey wanted to buy the same piece of property as him, right? And let's not forget about Joe Biden. Let's not forget about creepy, sleepy, loser Joe Biden.
And he has a problem walking upstairs.
I mean, this guy's handshaking nobody. He's saluting. He doesn't know where he is. He sniffs random people. He grabs and sniffs women and children. And even The View said, hey, of course you can arrest a sitting POTUS. You can arrest, of course you can. You can arrest anybody. If a sitting POTUS was sitting as a POTUS in his almighty fascist throne and shoots somebody or does something bad, you gotta arrest that person. And the reason why you can't arrest him, one of the reasons that I would arrest not just Trump, but I would also arrest, I really wouldn't arrest anybody, but in a perfect world, we would arrest Trump, we would arrest Biden, we would arrest Obama, we would arrest Bush, we would arrest the Clintons, Bush, Reagan, on, and we'd arrest all of them. Because they, just like all the cops, just like everyone else, they take a sacred oath before God, evolution, science, and their countrymen to protect and uphold the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, if you know what I mean.
If you know.
And by going against their oath to the Constitution, and I can give a litany of reasons why they've all dishonored their oath to the Constitution. Therefore, they're guilty of treason. Treason carries a death penalty. Now, I don't want the death penalty on anybody. I'm not a believer in the death penalty. I don't believe you can solve problems with violence. But that's what it says there. It's punishable by death. Technically all, so we'll get back to your questions or comments because I'm going on and on here, but.
Oh,
Adam Brown, what up?
Guys, Universal TV merch coming soon. If you want to get your shirt, it's going to be really smooth. Stay tuned.
If you know what I mean. Oh, yeah, what do I think about Biden and the job he's doing? I think I kind of covered that right there. Yeah, demand your health. Joe Cool, shout outs to Joe Cool.
Demand your health.
H-Town is in the house. All right, so one of the things that I kind of want to talk about here is, we'll get back to your comments in a sec, but I wanted to cover a couple things from my Instagram. You guys can check me out on Instagram. It's Fake Mike Real News. You guys can also check out Auditing America on Instagram and Universal, that's SOL TV on Instagram. Someone's saying Trump 2024. What? I just told you.
Let's go.
Trump hired Trump. Trump, I mean, Trump was bailed out.
Gas prices to go down. Come on. Hit 1 if you want gas prices to go down and to be Trump 2024. Let Will Turbot know right now, guys. Come on. Hit 1 if you choose 2024 for Trump, baby. Let's go.
Yes. Guys, if you want Donald Trump, the guy that hires people that work alongside Jeffrey Exiled. Wow, this is actually sad how
4,
many.
yes.
Wow.
5,
wow.
yes. 6.
Guys,
Yes,
thank you,
7.
OS Let. Thank you, Freedom
Yeah,
Press.
that's funny.
Oh my
Yep.
God. Andrew,
Boom.
you're disappointing
Boom.
me,
10,
Andrew.
11.
Oh my God. Wow, we got a bunch of Trump.
12,
we got a bunch
13.
Oh,
yes.
no, this is Carlos,
yeah.
but you can.
Okay,
Drew,
12.
thank you, Drew. Jana, you can only go once,
13.
Jana.
Yep.
Okay, let me ask you a serious question.
Nice.
I'll ask.
We the people, guys.
I'll ask the audience here, because this is interactive here. What do you guys think Trump did so well? Because Trump hired Rothschild bankers, he hired Skull and Bones members, he sent people to the Bilderberg group, he dishonored his oath to the Constitution, he continued illegal wars. He said, remember when Donald Trump said, "Nobody loves the CIA more than me. I love the CIA. Nobody loves them more."
I lead America 1.
Oh wow! All right, guys, this is my last one right here.
Yes. Hell no.
Yeah, everyone loves the CIA. Trump loves the CIA, right? Remember that? Remember when Trump? Hey, turn that down. Or don't. Trump. Remember when Trump said, "Don't worry, I took the cootie shot. I gave you Operation Warp Speed." Remember that? Do you guys remember when Donald Trump said, "Let's take the guns first and then worry about due process"? You guys are worse than the liberals. No offense. All right, give me something that Trump did. Give me. I can't believe we have this many Trump supporters listening.
He passed laws for human trafficking and children trafficking, and that was that's what made me a Trumper. I'm not gonna lie. You trying to protect the kids, and there was like a big raid that happened that a whole bunch of freaking daycares had a whole fucking sex chain going on. You know, just keep that information to a minimum because we don't want to get knocked off again. But yeah, he's not perfect. He didn't lock up Hillary. Shit that's questionable, but he done some great stuff for this country. And that's one thing I'm not gonna lie, I'm with him on that. He didn't fucking lock up Hillary Clinton. And how many people want her locked up? Hit number 1. Hit number 1 if you believe that Hillary Clinton should be behind bars.
Yeah, he said he was going to build a wall. That was a lie. He said he was going to lock up Hillary. That was a lie. He said he was going to reduce the deficit. He added trillions more to that, right? No, he said, "Oh, Hillary's had enough. Let's take your guns away." You know, Trump banned more weapons and weapon accessories than Obama. Sorry, we're going to change the subject from Donald Trump. Yes. But just know, right? Just know, whenever you choose the lesser of two evils, you get evil. All right, let's get on to something else. Regardless, I think we can all agree what happened September 11th was not the best thing that ever happened. So let's join up there. All right, let's talk about Brittany Griner. Okay, let's talk about Brittany Griner.
Brittany.
Now, this is another polarizing issue, but it's important. So everyone's got their own take on Brittany Griner. If you're not aware who she is, she's a WNBA superstar who is locked up in Russia, facing potentially, been adjudicated to have 9.5 years over in Russia for weed. Now, people are laughing. The right-wing people are laughing and saying, "Oh, that's what you get. You you kneeled before the flag, and now And there's talks about trading a Russian war criminal for Brittany Griner, which is interesting because there are thousands of people right here in the United States that are locked up for weed. So yeah, do I think we should free Brittany Griner? Yes. Do I also think we should free every single Mother Hubbard in the United States that has been either convicted or is facing charges for a victimless crime? Absolutely. How is America going to go over to Russia and say, "Oh, she only has a little bit of weed, get her out of jail," while we have thousands, maybe millions of people in jail for drugs? The war on drugs. The war on drugs. That didn't get a constitutional amendment like Prohibition did. No, it did not.
Brittany is a dude.
Oh my goodness gracious. She's a cracker.
I wouldn't put it past it. Oh, and Trump the other day said that he will no longer let trannies play women sports, guys. And honestly, I have to take my hat off to that because, bro, we want fucking these buff ass dudes looking like Hercules and shit, winning all the girls' trophies when they're trying to bust their ass to get that gold. If you know what I mean.
Well, here's how I feel about that, right? So you've got these. You can go.
My name is Cheryl.
You guys can Google this. There's something called gender bending chemicals. You can type that into Google Scholar. Google Scholar, if you're not aware what that is, you can type in search terms and it'll come up with scholarly articles, research and data about that topic. So go ahead and type in gender bending chemicals and other things. So I think that's a crazy. And yes, you're Steve, you're saying we are against Club Bilderberg. And yes, we absolutely are. And almost every single president has either been to Bilderberg or sent representatives to Bilderberg. And that's unfortunate. So now, that's what I wanted to talk about with Brittany Griner. Now, we've had some run-ins. I'm going to go to my Instagram here. Again, it's Fake Mike Real News on Instagram. And hang tight one sec. I'll get to your comments, guys. The lights are bright, but I do want to cover this. So hang tight right there. Share this video. If you guys are just joining, share the video. Smack the like. This is Fake Mike Real News. After this video, yes, I have my own channel. I'm like 150 people short. Just a little bit short of getting to 15K. So go over, like, share, and subscribe. My channel, Fake Mike Real News. Also, make sure you support Universal SOL TV and find Auditing America on Instagram. Also, $ Auditing News on Cash App. You can send them a donation right now. Go right in the gas tank, right in our bellies. $ Fake Mike Real News. Find Auditing America on Facebook. Also find me, FakeMikeRealNews.com, and Fake Mike Real News on Twitter and Instagram. And stay tuned, guys, right there. I see a lot of comments, but let me just get to this point. No, Trump hasn't been to the Bilderberg group, that's correct, but he sent Wilbur Ross, who's a Rothschild banker there, at least 2 years. And then he also sent Jared Kushner of 666, was that 5th Ave? I forget where the location is. Trump is more Israel first than he is America first. But that's enough for Trump now. If you guys want to check out, I have a whole video about Trump and many, so go check it out on my channel, Fake Mike Real News. I have one called something about Trump in the title, just look that up. But this is a post I made a couple days ago here, and this is a woman, and she's holding up a sign, and the sign is a quote. The quote is from George Orwell. The quote says this: "Journalism is printing, or filming, I would add, what someone else does not want printed. Everything else is public relations." I'll read that one more time for you. Journalism is printing what someone else does not want printed. Everything else is public relations. Why is that important? Why is that important? Well, I'll tell you why that's important. It's because the mainstream news, if you guys didn't check out the video we did in Orlando the other day, make sure you go back and watch the video where we confront the news reporter about ties to the military industrial boys, the big farm boys. You already know, we ties to everything, right? We confronted them on their lies. So check that video out. But that's what they do. They sit there, they put makeup on their face, they would never even wear a snapback, but if they would take it off. They try to look all fancy. We got a cold front coming on here. It looks like a little bit of El Nino. You guys remember Chris Farley? Press 1 if you remember that one. And so what they do is they don't ask any questions. They don't ask officers their knowledge of the Constitution. They don't check. They're supposed to be the fourth branch of the government. They're supposed to be another check and balance on government. But unfortunately, what do? They repeat the same nonsense from a teleprompter, which has been prepackaged from large corporations, the Council on Foreign Relations. And so what real journalism is, it's Mr. America. That is real journalism. It's anybody. It's ABC. It's Just a Little. It's Gator. All you guys are the real journalists, because you guys, and anybody can be a journalist. Anybody in the United States, even if you're not born here, if you get your booty to the United States, you have just transformed into a journalist. And you can write a story, you can type up a blog, make a website, you can take pictures, you can video, you can make a documentary, and you you can be a journalist. We all have that right. We all have the right to work on a story and publish it or not publish it. It's up to us. It's up to us. We can do what we want. I do what I want, right? So the reason a lot of people have been waking up lately is because of the internet. Because now I can just hit go. What is going on, folks? Give you a dramatic, goofy introduction and then talk to you about real things directly. I can talk to you one-on-one. I can talk to you guys directly. You guys can directly talk back. It wasn't always like that. Before, you had to have Walter Cronkite take off glasses. President Kennedy has been shot in Dallas. And what you would have is the elite, their corporations, their programming, the teleprompters to tell you what to say. So you'd have all these filters in between. But there's no filter here. No makeup here. It's just me and just a little. And everybody else. Mom brought me some chips. Hold on. Give me those chips, Mom. That's embarrassing. Thanks. Let me play my Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, Mom. Damn it. Put them on a plate for me, Mom. Jeez. So that's what real journalism is. It's just going out and asking questions. And the reason why Mr. America is the man, everybody, if you're just joining, smack the like, share this Mother Hubbard video, hit the bell for the noties. The reason why Auditing America is dope is because, one, he trolls me in the live chat, pretending he likes Donald J. But more importantly, we go up without all the filters in between. It's just us here. We just hit play, we hit record, boom, right there for the people. Now, the mainstream media, did my mom say you could have some of those? I don't do cheddar or sour cream because I'm vegan. Ooh, look at the vegan muscles. Yes, and I'm the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard. What up, Nitrogen? But we're not giving you any filters here. No filters, no makeup, some bros with snapbacks and a freak Michael, right? And the news, they have all these trucks, they have satellites, they have all these flat screens and touch screens, they have a whole makeup crew and a lighting and a key grip. And they don't ask Hillary Clinton, hey, Hillary, just out of curiosity, what were you and your husband doing on the Lolita Express? Because I heard some weird stuff was going on there.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Hillary Clinton has the plug for Haiti children.
She's got the plug.
The plug for Haiti kids.
Anybody look up Laura.
That's not funny, but
Laura
it's real.
Silsby. It's unfortunately
and she's
real.
still free.
And she's free.
She's still fucking free.
Meanwhile, people go to jail in not just in Russia, but in the United States of America, where George Washington grew weed, guys. You know how many cops would arrest George Washington if he was trucking along on his carriage, whipping his slaves? They would still arrest him, and you should, because you shouldn't have slaves. And George Washington was wrong for having slaves. But cops, they think George Washington's the best. He's the biggest, best American. I love George Washington. I piss red, white, and blue. Great. Well, I'm Fake Mike, and I shit gold every day. I shit gold. But yet, these redcoats would arrest George Washington. Can you imagine? I mean, we think we live in a civilized world where cops... Oh, did you guys hear about what the cops did the other day? They were looking for a robbery suspect, and they threw flashbang grenades into an apartment.
You have your flashlight on.
And they burned people alive, underage people. So, great job. You guys got some plants on you? Looks like it's okay. Remember, we figured it out. It's okay. Looks like I'll be seizing those plants off you. We think we live in a civilized world. Yet, people get arrested. It's civilized to go and drone strike Yemen. That's civilized. It's civilized to kidnap people and put them in a cage because they have a plant on them. While the same government has been caught trafficking drugs. You know what I'm going to give you one of these. Great job. Great job. So that's just one post. Follow me on Instagram for that. There's a couple other ones I want to talk about. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, meanwhile, we're going to skip that one. We're going to skip that one. Now, take a look at this, guys. No, let's skip that one too. All right, so one of the things, let's get back to your comments. Let's get you back to your comments and questions right now real quick, because I said I was going to do that, sorry. Read a book. Which book? Yeah, I love reading books. And honestly, I don't read books right now. I'm just mostly listening to them on audio.
Yes, me too. I love audiobooks.
We were listening to we won't say the name of the book, but we were listening to a very interesting book. It doesn't mean we agree with that book. But I listen to tons of books. This is what I usually do to consume information. I listen to lectures. I listen to documentaries, mainstream and underground. I consume a lot of news from mainstream sources, from left-wing sources, right-wing sources, from underground sources. Read audiobooks. I haven't read a good hardcover in a while, but I do have a couple. 1984 is a good book, and that's one of the quote we were just listening to. Yep. There's somebody behind me. Where? What the heck? Are you guys trolling? Are you guys trolling? Oh, yeah, you're talking about Riding on Chrome. Yeah, great book, Behold the Pale Horse. Rest in peace to William Cooper, the OG. Why do I call myself the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard? Put your questions in comments.
Read that book.
It's an amazing book.
And that's one book that I've always heard a lot of people say the same thing.
Yeah, so we'll talk about the UFOs actually after this.
What is that about?
I'll talk about Behold the Pale Horse, but someone asked a question, so I'll get to that. So remind me, Behold the Pale Horse, but let me address Scientology. The reason why I say I am the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard is because L. Ron Hubbard's spirit died, and before I passed as L. Ron Hubbard, I chose to be reincarnated into this flesh bag right here that I'm currently wearing, because I am indeed the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard. But the reason I say that is because Scientology, idiots over at Scientology, who like to force abortions on people, whoopsie, kidnap people, separate families, imprison people, those guys, they're waiting for me to come back. And they have my mansion there. They have a dope-ass pool there waiting for me. They have a whole bunch of cars. And I promise all you guys the most epic party. So if enough of us can go, I believe I'll be let in the gates. Now, I've been going to different Scientology buildings to have them accept me. Now, Behold a Pale Horse, book by William Cooper. Press 1 if you guys have heard of the book. Press 2 if you have read the book. Press 3 if you have not read the book. So William Cooper, Behold the Pale Horse, 1 if you have read it, 1 if you know it, 2 if you have read it, and 3, hey, I said no zeros. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. Thank you, Live and Inspire. Oh my gosh, Angel Luis Espada. I would love to talk about that. Heaven's Gate, yeah. We've exposed a bunch of cults. Okay, just a little jaded. Cool. Okay. Oh, my nuts. 3 sounds cool. Okay, so great. Thanks for the feedback. All right, so after I talk about this, you guys start getting your questions or comments in here. Now, most of the books, almost every single book that you can think of is available free online. A lot of them are on YouTube, and there's a whole bunch of websites too. So you could just Google free books online, you could find a whole bunch. But a lot of them are just on YouTube. And I love YouTube. So, Behold a Pale Horse was written by William Cooper. William Cooper was a former naval intelligence officer, and he came out and started saying some stuff. And I'm going to tell you the stuff he said. I'm going to tell you an overview of the book. The reason it's called Behold the Pale Horse is because in the book of Revelations, correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't read the Bible in a while, but there were 4 horses that would herald the upcoming apocalypse. And one was the white horse. Could you guys remember which one the white horse? It was like plague, famine, death. Do you guys remember which one it was? But anyways, it's a reference to the book of Revelations. And it's basically saying, hey, some crazy stuff is about to happen.
Oh yeah, it's about to go fucking down. Make sure you have your spiritual armor on. Let's go, 144,000, baby. We know the song.
So, William Cooper wrote a book, Behold a Pale Horse. And in this book, he catalogs different things from the government that you did not necessarily know was happening. He even went as far as to reproduce and publish government documents in his book. Amongst them, and probably the most famous, was this government document, which was allegedly found in a typewriter, which was entitled Silent Weapons for Silent Wars. And it looks, I'm not a big reader, I'm not Alfred Einstein, I'm not rocket surgeon here.
White horses war.
War, okay, so thank you very much for that comment. So Silent Weapons for Silent Wars, basically, to sum it up real quick, has, hey, we're the government. Here's how we conduct a secret war on the American populace. William Cooper exposed that, and this is also the transition to UFOs in your comments. He also allegedly said that the U.S. government was in contact with UFOs. Allegedly, someone sent me some information, which I have to be honest, I've yet to check out. I actually just forgot about it until right now, that he later recanted the UFO stuff. So regardless of that, he exposed these government documents. Go check out the book Behold the Pale Horse. But wait, there's one more part of this story. William Cooper also had a radio and shortwave broadcast. He also called out Alex Jones for lying. And he was murdered on his own property by police. Isn't it funny, like George Carlin says, anybody that comes to talk about peace or tell us some truth or knowledge, we kill them. But it's usually the government that kills them. It's not usually us. It's the government or the cops that kill them.
This is why what we do is fucking risky as shit, guys.
It is. I mean, people have been shot. We've been unlawfully detained ourselves a number of times. We've been assaulted. I've been locked in a vault. So we did a lot of crazy stuff. All right, let's get back to the questions from me, Mr. America, and Mr. Universal. That's Universal with a S. Oh, yeah, L. S-O-L at the end, Universal TV. Go subscribe to Universal TV. Go subscribe to Universal TV. After this video, find me. I have my own channel. It's called Fake Mike Real News. Almost 15,000. Help me get over there. Please share the video if you're just joining. I want to say thank you for the donations via Super Chat today. Also want to say thank you to the donations. $, Auditing America News on Cash App. $, Fake Mike Real News on Cash App. Find us both on Instagram. I'm Fake Mike Real News. He's Auditing America. Don't forget to find Universal SOLTV on Instagram, and we have a Facebook group as well. It's Auditing America.
Somebody's seeing more UFOs. Oh yeah, they're in the sky. They're always in the
All right, let me ask you guys a
sky.
question.
Always.
Someone's saying, can you tell Mr. America has changed, he's the reason your life changed for better? I would like to hear more about that, Justin, but I'm glad to see what we're having an effect. We have been celebrating some small victories. If you guys are feeling a little down, watch last night's stream because we celebrated some victories too. Yeah, good point, Manuts, right? Yeah, what do you guys think about UFOs? Because there's some group of people that think UFOs are real. Some people say they're not real. Some people, they say that they are real, but they're military. Some people say that they are real, but they're demons. Some people say they are real, but they're extraterrestrials. Some people say they are real, but they've already been here. What do you guys think about the UFO stuff? And get your questions and comments from me and Mr. Universal. If you're just joining, again, please share this video, smack the like, and leave us a comment for the algorithm. Someone's talking about UFOs. Yes, Minority Reporter. I've actually interviewed quite a few TIs, and I'm not talking about the one that says you can have whatever you like. Yeah, we should hear. Brandon, first of all, I want to say thank you for the donations on $ Fake Mike Real News, PayPal, Fake Mike Real News. Thank you guys for the super chats, $ Auditing America News. But also, yes, Auditing America got bars. They're in Spanish, and he's actually spit some English bars, too. He's pretty good.
I agree with you. We need to have him spit some bars.
I remember a cloud moving quickly across the sky.
Y'all ain't ready to hear Mr. America's bars. This guy's like a fucking master when it comes to punchlines. He hit those punchlines so hard, you're gonna feel that punch hit your mouth.
Wow, ABC 123. Yes, and that reminds me of the Phoenix Lights as well. Brandon has seen some. I've seen UFOs myself. The UFO just means an unidentified flying object. Now, this is something I want to talk about.
Right.
Unidentified flying objects, now they're called UAPs, or unexplained aerial phenomena. So the weird thing about it is now the government, after calling UFO people crazy for decades, maybe almost 100 years, now the Pentagon admits that they're real, and Fox News and CNN are talking about it. And it's weird to me because some of the people that are involved in this disclosure are people like, and Mr. Universal's going to want to say something right now, but I'm sorry, but we're only just going to have to say his name. One of the people that's been helping with this UFO disclosure is John Podesta. So just let that, if you don't know who that is, just Google that guy's name. And
God, are you serious?
Put his name into WikiLeaks. Put his name into
John
WikiLeaks.
Podesta?
Go to WikiLeaks.
Sick.
Just type in WikiLeaks,
Sick.
click the website, and then type in John Podesta, and make sure you got a few blunts and some comedy in the background so you can keep positive. So just saying, because I have
That's
seen
fucked
things
up.
up there.
I'm so mad.
and also Jimmy Carter has seen things. There's been presidents that seen things. Barack was in the house. All right, let's get the questions and comments back. Yeah, so there's a lot of interesting things.
And there's a huge difference between UFOs and extraterrestrials. So if you want to talk about extraterrestrials or UFOs, those are two different things, guys.
I just want to take one quick second and say, you guys are awesome. I love the crew here that we have at Auto America. You guys are the best at sharing videos, the best at the donations, the best at the information that you guys send. And you guys always will update me with your comments saying, oh yeah, you guys should have said this, you should have said that. Oh yeah, Will, you ever heard of this? So I just want to say thank you guys so much. And I learned so much from all you guys.
Oh, it's this guy, I used to live in Forbes field, saw UFOs there. Yo, I was actually thinking about buying land at that Forbes. I know exactly what you're talking about. And just to let you know, I was at Applebee's and I was talking with this local there, and I was telling her I was looking into buying land out there. And at that same moment, I had a customer. I was selling her a phone, and she lived out there. So I'm like, oh man, that's awesome. I've been studying and doing some research. I want to buy some land. She's like, yeah, but I be careful up there in those woods. That's where Hillary Clinton, George Bush, and she was like naming some other people. And she was like, at the same time, she was like looking around, and she was telling me this information. They go up there and they'll do their little ceremonies. I'm like, what? And then so when I was at the bar at Applebee's, I mentioned that same story to the lady I was talking to. She's like, oh yeah, they be doing their religious stuff. I'm like, religious stuff? You talking about like that Luciferianism type of stuff? I'm like, this shit's getting even deeper. So I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to buy land there or not. You tell me.
Yeah, I'd be curious. You know, and we have a plethora of military bases scattered across this country, pretty much everywhere.
Connected to the tunnels.
If you guys are bored one day, just open up Google Maps or DuckDuckGo or whatever you please, whatever your favorite search engine is, and just pull up a map and just type in, like the cat on the internet clacking away, type in government land, United States. There would be some pretty interesting maps up there. I just want to look at it. So let's get to your questions or comments. And so
Watchers.
the UFO thing is, or the UAP thing is very interesting.
The Reptilians.
The Reptilians.
Yeah, I got one on a video. This bitch was standing behind Will Turbin like this. Fucking shape-shifting. I went frame by frame and took screenshots. Her face was shape-shifting right here, and that's why she was like tweaking and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because when there's a divine being and presence with a high vibrational frequency aura, they cannot withstand that energy and they start to freak out. That's why she couldn't even look at me in the eyes. She couldn't even look at me in my eyes. And when she spoke, she looked the opposite way. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. And I started to see her uncloak. And guess what, guys? You are also powerful beings. So whenever you're in the presence of these type of entities and you speak within you that you want the truth to be revealed, you want to see the face behind the mask, watch out, because when you knock, you shall receive.
All right, we got a few questions in here. Now, Mr. Universal, go check him out, SOL TV. He's very adept with the spiritual, esoteric, and ether world. So go check him out on his channel. He can tell you a lot of things that I have no experience talking about. And over the course of the past couple days, he's been educating me on a lot of very interesting things outside of the books. So, great question by X Creations. What is my opinion on Nancy Pelosi visiting Taiwan? Now, this is weird, but I agree with Nancy Pelosi because Taiwan and Hong Kong, I mean, China's been over there flying into Taiwan's airspace, provoking them with their naval fleet all over the place. They're still building up their naval fleet. And Taiwan and Hong Kong They're free and independent countries. They're not run by the commies. So it's weird, but for once I actually agree with the war criminal, unconstitutional, treasonous, way too much makeup, Nancy Pelosi. But I have to do it. Even broken clock is right twice a day. Someone else said we gave out Hodge twins vibes, only we're not bootlickers, and I'm bigger than them Hodge twins. You see this? This thing's about to pop off. If you know what I mean. Yes, so and that's why I love Mr. Universal, because I'm very good at the meat and the potatoes and the facts and all that other stuff, but I have absolutely no access to the 99.9% of the universe that's not out there. And that's where Mr. Universal
Age
from
of Aquarius.
Universal TV comes
I'm an
into.
Aquarius. Oh yeah. I'm an Aquarius. Life path number 1, baby.
Blue Pill
Life
says she
path
was just
number
checking
1.
on her semiconductor investment. That's shocking. Get it? Shocking. I don't know what you're talking about, but I do want to make that joke. I thought Hong Kong was given back to China. Yeah, it is, but it's not owned by China. It's not owned by England. It's owned by the people of Hong Kong. Taiwan is run by the people of Taiwan. Oh, okay. Justin says, let's talk about missing 411. Good question. Now, it is interesting, right? I first came across that when I just was like, oh, missing persons, right? Okay, and so I listened to Missing 411 a few times, and I had no idea. They were just talking about very interesting, yet factual, documented cases of very bizarre, not just disappearances of people, but reappearances of people at national parks. Once there was like a kid gone for like days or a week, and the kid was found after a week where it was like, it can't even feed itself. And we're like, what the hell? So there's a lot of inexplicable stuff, not just outside national parks, but that's what the center of Missing 411 was.
And I
but
could
then,
talk about the national parks and what's going on. That's for sure.
and well, I'll let Mr. Universal give his 5 cents on that as well too. But then Missing 411 at the end of it attributes all of these to Sasquatch or Bigfoot. Now, although I am not ruling out the existence of Sasquatch, remember, I go with only things that I can absolutely prove. I know the Federal Reserve is unconstitutional. I know the Bilderberg Group is illegal, run by Nazis. I know we need to non-violently stand up for our rights. I know that what they told us about 9/11 is not the truth. I know that. I can prove that to you. There's no denying that. But other things, like UFOs, like Bigfoot, like this other stuff, I have to, and I would also encourage you guys to keep an open but skeptical mind and try to use a Socratic method, because of the 3,000 years or so that's being used, regardless of what Socrates was like as a person, has been the most effective formula that humanity has come up with to find truth. So what are your thoughts here before the big match tonight about what's happening in national parks? Because we do have some bizarre, interesting, weird things going on in national parks. So what do you chalk that up to?
Oh yeah, let me get this mic. I'm gonna need the mic for this one. Well, Hollywood literally shows you what's going on. They have different movies, like the movie Descent, where they show these humanoid creatures in the caves underground in the dark. They're like kind of blind and stuff, and they're like eating, taking people, and there's like 3 different movies. And then there's other movies like I can't remember, it was something, The Daughter and the Hill. There was this house that had a mound, and inside that Indian mound there was like a little tunnel, and there was like some type again of like some type of weird extraterrestrial type of beings living inside the ground. People are going missing. They don't talk about the people that are going missing. They also will not go out there and search for them like the local authorities, because they know exactly what these things are. Even in the movie, they clearly show how like the freaking officer in Descent, the movie Descent, covered the tracks of the people that decided to go look for their friends in the tunnels, guys. So there's a lot of things that happen in America, extraterrestrial, who knows, demonic, spiritual, and stuff like that, that goes on a daily basis that the media or the authorities do not choose to even touch. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yes, and we have people saying in the chat, Socrates, yes, you're right, guys. It's awesome. He's the best stuff. And we all also have other people saying, land of the lost, land of the lost. You guys remember this? Find me the crystal. Press 1 if you remember. Find me the crystal. Press 2 if you don't. But look it up. It's awesome. It's funny. Yes, blue pill. That's the exact point I was going to actually make. You said it. You beat me to it, blue pill. You're too smart, blue pill. Red pill, blue pill. Either way, we get fucked up. If you know what I'm saying. If you know what I mean. Right? So, yeah, that's a girl. Tell us lies in the news. Tell us lies in the news. And in the movies, they tell us the truth. And at first I was like, I know they definitely lie in the news. I know that. I can prove that. But the movie, but the more I'm checking it out, it's like, geez, and crackers. It's like, they tell us the truth in movies.
Crystal
and in
skulls.
the media, they lie. Yeah, crystal skulls, those are interesting. Okay, let's get to your questions and comments here again, guys. This is a super fun chat. Love you guys. If you're just joining, of course, what up, Cali Life? Say goodnight to the bag. What are there for sure sources according to the Bible, enormous sea creatures? Who wrote the Bible? That's my question. Minority Reporter, welcome. Yeah, so let's get your questions and comments. We can take to this topic and go to anywhere that you want. Appreciate your patience. This has been a really fun stream. I honestly love chatting it up with Mr. Universe and the Auditing America crew because you guys are awesome. Bible was written by men who were moved by spirits. How do you know that? I'm using the Socratic
Book
method.
of Enoch.
The Book of Enoch.
They don't want us to talk about the Book of Enoch.
That was left out. Yeah, so we could talk about whatever you want here, guys. Open comments, questions, and again, I want to say thank you for everyone sharing it.
Watchers. The Watchers are so fucking controlling this world, basically. They're the ones that really run this shit. They're the ones that the elites do all these rituals for and sacrifices for because the elites of this world are the Watchers, bitches.
Well,
those are your fallen angels.
I don't know whether those demons or Watchers or aliens exist, but what I can tell you for a fact... What I can tell you for a fact is that these people do rituals. You ever heard of the weird thing they did in front of CERN? You ever heard of Bohemian Grove? You ever heard of Skull and Bones? I have. I went there. We confronted a Skull and Bones man coming out of Skull and Bones. Has the media ever did that? Skull and Bones has been sitting there since what, 1832? Or like I think it's 1832. I could be wrong on the date. Skull and Bones has been sitting there for over 100 years. You ever see the mainstream news ask them a question? I haven't. So there are actual rituals going on right now. People, that was one of the things in my awakening that I was shown, and I said, that can't be true. When I learned about Bohemian Grove, press 1 in the chat right now if you know about Bohemian Grove. Press 2 in the chat if you don't know, but you would like to know. Press 3 in the chat if you like Hitler. Because you're going to learn. All right. Who really built the pyramids? That's a great question, and I have no idea whatsoever. No idea whatsoever.
The Watchers.
Thank you, Mark, for remembering that video. Right? That was a pretty crazy video. So Bohemian Grove is some place out in the redwood forest, out in California. And when I seen this, I was like, this cannot be true. And it's where people like Kissinger, Nixon, Reagan, Eisenhower, they get together. Some of them dress up in drag. They have male prostitutes sent in, which is fine. That's legal and consensual, although it's not. But I mean, I believe sex work, regardless, if you're over 18, you consent. Hey, that's fine. So that's just a side note. But then the weird part about it is they take off their business suits and they throw on KKK outfits, grab burning torches, and worship an owl over a mock human sacrifice. And these people have planned things like the atomic bomb there. And I thought, this can't be real. So I started looking into this.
Moloch.
Newsweek talks about this. Years ago, granted.
Hi, sister. California love.
Just weird stuff. I thought I should let you guys know about that. Tim Russert, great point. Yes, he's the only person, Patrick, to ask about Skull and Bones to John Kerry and Bush, who were both running for president, both members of Skull and Bones, both did really weird rituals. Everyone think about the Mandela effect. That's an interesting question. I'm going to give my thoughts on that real quick because I just...
Definitely, we are multi-dimensional beings. These motherfuckers are tapping into other timelines. That's why a lot of people are having crazy, twisted dreams. Why? Because we have a human consciousness, a collective human consciousness here on earth. We're all intimately connected, my beautiful divine brothers and sisters, all of us. So when them playing with CERN and messing with timelines and dimensions and other frequencies, opening up portals and letting other freaking entities in, these motherfuckers are idiots. We need to definitely try to put a stop to them somehow, some way, we the people.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an interesting take there, and yeah, hold on, I missed. I'm gonna move on from that one there.
The elites are Anunnaki bootlickers.
Mandela effect. Yeah, I'm not totally convinced on the Mandela effect, although I do believe anything is possible. So that again, with anything I can't prove, I keep an open but skeptical mind. Somebody finally brought in Slee Stack. Someone's asking me about AJ. Now, I used to like some of the stuff he did. I'll be honest with you. But then over the last couple of years, he started supporting Republicans. He started bootlicking the cops, and he turned, instead of saying that there's a left-right paradigm, he started becoming a Republican. I confronted Alex Jones once in Richmond, and I also was on a show for a whole segment confronting Alex Jones and calling Alex Jones out. I still might have that video, my Demand the Truth video. If not, I'll upload it someday, one day. But yeah, I basically got Alex tongue-tied. He's like, oh, hang on right there, little fella. We're going to bring you back after the break. Oh, I got to go sell some bone broth. Mustache, Steve! So I think Alex had a good message originally, and he was a tough guy to love. But I think he kind of sold out. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
so,
I believe he sold out to us. He'd be dead. If he was 100% legit, and wasn't getting passes to do all his shows and stuff, he will be dead. Same thing with David Icke. David Icke got books and books of books exposing the royals, the elites, the reptilians, all that shit. And yet he's still alive. Then you got Max Spears that was going hardcore exposing all this stuff. And then he dies. You know what I'm saying? And so many other conspiracy people that they like to label. So many people die when they come out speaking truth. But then you guys got fucking talking about more extreme stuff. And they're still here living and selling tickets for the shows. I don't know about you, but that's, I think there's some type of deception going on there.
Rolando,
if you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean. Rolando, we just talked about Bohemian Grove, so rewind it just a little bit. And
yes, I did watch the movie Inception, Justin, and I'm very knowledgeable on lucid dreaming. That's when you become more in control in the weird world. The spiritual world is the weird world. This is the fake world. This is the world of the Maya, the world of illusion. This is the school. As souls, as spiritual beings in physical bodies, we're here to learn, to grow, to develop, and to be beings of love and express the essence of our divine creator here on this planet. Love you guys. Love, peace, and harmony. Yes.
Yes. All right, guys. We've got time for a few more questions here, and we'll wrap this up. I want to say thank you again for the donations. $ Auditing America News on Cash App. $ Auditing America News. $ Fake Mike Real News. Get your final questions or comments in here. Instagram, Fake Mike Real News. Twitter, Fake Mike Real News. I have my own channel. Check it out, Fake Mike Real News. Find Auditing America on Instagram and on Facebook. Also, find Mr. Universal SOL TV. That's Universal SOL TV. Go check them out on YouTube and everywhere. All right, so let's get to your final questions or comments here. Yeah, I talking about the Bible.
That's some Jordan Maxwell stuff right there.
Yeah, also...
Rest in peace, of course.
I also, in my opinion, about people getting killed, not getting killed, I mean, we've walked right up to several people and said some... I mean, I've exposed a lot of truth. But also, I'm very low on the totem pole. We've reached a lot of people here at Auditing America, but some of these people we're talking about reach even more people. So I still think that there can be people that can get through and do the right thing. Although I do agree with Mr. Universal... And obviously Operation COINTELPRO, if you're not familiar with that, go ahead and check that out. They do put people up there on purpose. So I always give everybody an open but skeptical mind, and I give anybody the benefit of the doubt until I can prove. So everyone, Alex Jones may or may not be, but even if he's not, he's somebody that he sold out from his original message. He said, it's a two-party paradigm. They're trying to get you into that. And then he said, okay, now I'm a Republican. And he backed down. he backed down. One of the biggest blows against Alex is when they were talking to him about what happened with Podesta, and he said, "Oh, I'm sorry for bothering you guys. I'm so sorry." Yes, the Bible is the book of laws. Let me ask you a question and say goodnight to the bad guy. Why do you think in the Bible, in Leviticus, they outlawed shellfish but not slavery? Right? All right, let's see. All right, final questions or comments right now. Yes, Blue Pill. Blue Pill's on fire tonight. Scotty's on fire.
Fire.
Guys, thank you very much. Thank you for the love. Let's just see the comments, questions. We'll get to a few more in here before we wrap this up.
Mr. Universal.
That's right, guys. Mr. Universal.
Yes.
Shout out to Mr. Manco.
Manco!
What's up, Callie? How you doing out there? Representing.
Love you, Callie.
I don't know what you're talking about, Slow DK, but if you could make your questions. What's up, Michelle?
Eat raw meat.
Equals blood drool. I don't know what that means. If you guys have questions or comments, make them very specific.
Never eat raw meat.
Now, I do agree, Mike Zone saying, yeah, I also disagree with the fact that Alex was sued for his freedom of speech. Actually, most people don't know this. Actually, I'm going to give you exclusive.
It's all a show, guys.
I'm going to actually give you exclusive, right? I am in the video because I went to Sandy Hook afterwards and confronted cops on video. I went to the FOIA hearings. I am on video owning cops, the Sandy Hook cops. I'm on video doing that on Alex Jones' deposition. They play that in court. I'm there. It shows me. They're playing in his trial, me owning cops about that. Anybody could do this. We talked about the Trump raid earlier, but also I don't stand for the Constitution. I teach about the Constitution and human freedom, but I am not a statist. The Constitution, the Constitution is the best thing that we have, but it can still be better, right? Don't forget that the Constitution said black people were 3/5 of a human, right? Don't forget that. Now, there were some abolitionists like Thomas Paine and Benjamin Franklin, but the majority of them were slaveholders, right? So how can you talk about people being free when you're owning slaves and calling black people not even human? So I'm no worshiper. Actually, as a matter of fact, government is the number one murderer of all people. I'm not a statist, I'm a voluntarist.
I went live today, Callie. If you check out the video when I was doing the audit, and yes, I will get back on it, be more consistent with doing live videos. I appreciate you.
So slavery is not a sin, according to this person. That's interesting. I disagree with
That's
you.
ridiculous. Smack yourself.
Yeah, HARP was interesting. Supposedly it's closed down. We talked about the Trump raid. Would I interview Daniel McCarthy? I don't know who that is, but I've interviewed everybody from normal, regular people on the street to Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece, to MIT scholars, to CIA whistleblowers, to U.S. diplomats, just to name a few, if you know what I mean.
And I also go against animal slavery, guys.
That's true.
Animal slavery. Animals are being killed and sacrificed and murdered every single day. The 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill. It didn't say thou shalt not kill humans. It says thou shalt not kill.
Hey, Mike. I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree with you. Mike, if you can send me that footage on fakemicronews@gmail.com, I would like to see that footage because I don't remember where I can find that. Mark Mower, I'm not sure what you're talking about, that book. That sounds interesting. Could you send that to me on Instagram, Fake Mike Real News? If you guys have info, send it to me on Fake Mike Real News. I make mistakes a lot, but I'm nice. Yes, it's a music video about weaving spiders, dare not enter. I believe that's the phrase, the motto of Bohemian Grove. Okay, maybe one or two more questions. Are we coming to Puerto Rico? You better believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, great point, Citizens Broadcasting Cooperative. You're absolutely right.
Los Angeles, Carolina.
Yes, Mr. Universal's getting more love. Yes, Mr. Universal's a man. If you're not liking Mr. Universal, and by the way, there's no U, it's just SOL. Everyone go check out Universal TV.
SOL, guys. Universal TV. Definitely check me out. I got audits with these amazing guys. I got
behind the scenes. Michelle, we definitely love Dolphins.
Let's get it.
Who is my favorite current politicians? Well, first of all, as I said, they're all bad, but the best politician in the United States right now, hands down, is Justin Amash. Amash. Go check him out on Facebook and Twitter. Justin Amash out of Michigan. He is the best. All right, I'm gonna get maybe one or two more questions.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Ponce and
Sorry to
Caguas.
interrupt. Are you still
Mr.
live?
America.
Yeah, I was about to wrap it up.
Did you know that Kansas City cops shot and killed a man yesterday who rammed KCPD vehicle at a gas station?
What?
What?
Yes, I'm trying.
Mr. America's bringing breaking
news. Dun, 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 dun.
Look, the Missouri Highway Patrol says, here, read it.
Missouri Highway Patrol again. It's funny how they always love bringing the Highway Patrol in.
Okay, this article here is out of Fox 4 Kansas City. If you're scoring at home, which I implore that you do. Headline: Police shoot, kill man who rammed KCPD vehicle at gas station. Right? So he crashed. He crashed in to a car, and that is apparently a death sentence here. Judge, jury, executioner. Kansas City, Missouri. The Missouri Highway Patrol says Kansas City police shot and killed a man who drove towards officers at a gas station. We were just in Kansas City, a gas station Sunday night. Investigators say officers responded to a Phillips 66 gas station at East 55th Street and Prospect Avenue to investigate a report of a stolen vehicle just before 10 p.m. Officers initially found the vehicle unoccupied. According to police, the suspect came out of the convenience store, got into the vehicle, and accelerated toward an officer, forcing them to dive out of the way. The suspect then hit a Kansas City Police Department van. Officers shot at the man. Their job,
Did he have a gun?
no body camera has been released yet, but their job is to arrest people, never kill people. There are police agencies across the world who haven't killed people ever. So, okay, a couple more questions because we're going longer than we usually do.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what she
Hit one
said.
if you want us to go more longer, people.
Get your questions.
Hit one.
Get your questions in here again, because I was reading that. So they should let him run. Yeah, it's just a stolen car. You can find him later. It's just a stolen car. Yeah, you should. Is it worth your life? Is it worth his life? Should someone die for a stolen car? No, you shouldn't die for a stolen car. You can, if you're such good police officers, you go find them later.
Oh, yeah. And if somebody would like to post a link to my YouTube channel in the comments.
Yeah, if one of the moderators could do that.
Please and thank you.
Mr. America with the real news, that's right.
I got in 7 new subscribers and I'm super grateful. Since yesterday.
Let's get some more on that.
Let's go, guys.
So you're a fan of London police who don't carry. I'm a fan of absolutely no police.
We got new breaking news.
Yo. Well, it's about the same thing. They shot the car over 16 times.
Oh my God.
He emptied the clip. And this was people saying, this was witnesses. They said they shot the car over 16 times. They heard it all the way from Vineyard Gardens. Another person said, I just feel, because from the way I saw it, they jumped behind the truck and they lit it up.
Wow.
They lit that truck up and it was just too much. That was overkill to me.
Damn.
Somebody said. Others questioned how the situation escalated so quickly. Then they said, first of all, was it necessary? It was a stolen car.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they just robbed a bank.
It's not exactly. He wasn't diddling a person. He didn't murder anybody. Even if he is robbing a bank.
He was just trying to get away.
Even if he is robbing a bank, right? Imagine if he was robbing a bank, right?
I don't even know his actions.
Well, think about
stealing of anybody.
We don't condone stealing at all. But let's just say some guy did steal money from a bank and you saw him the whole time shooting at him. That's fine. But guess what? You're at a Phillips 66. You know how many other people are around there? Are you willing to murder an innocent person? As a matter of fact, the Federalist Papers, if you read the Federalist Papers written by our founding fathers, they say I'd rather have 10 men who are guilty go innocent than one innocent man be behind bars. And we're shooting at people right now for a stolen car. Meanwhile, the NSA is spying on us. Meanwhile, cops are killing people themselves over red flag laws. All right, I'll get a couple more questions because I'm loving this, guys. And yeah, someone's saying where the smoke at. Where is the smoke at?
1 day ago, 2 juveniles killed in Grapetown shooting.
You
see, it was here. I told you the gunshot.
Whew, okay, final questions. Maybe 2, 3 max. Final questions. Let's get them in here now for good old fake Michael. Guys, $ Auditing News. Auditing America News on Cash App. Please send him a donation. Thank you for all his work that he's doing. We're talking about the Clintons. We're talking about Biden. We're talking about Kamala. We're talking about Jack Posobiec. We're talking about Caitlin Bennett. We're talking about General Flynn. All these confrontations. Auditing America News. Fake Mike Real News on Cash App. Fake Mike Real News on PayPal. Auditing America on Instagram. Fake Mike Real News on Instagram. Yeah, Bob Lazar, I have studied that story. Very interesting. We talked about Trump getting raided earlier today. Please go back. Pretty interesting stuff. Citizens. Citizens. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, how's that look? Backwards. Sonoma County, as soon as I get the money. Yeah, I don't believe in any police at all. Yeah, Mr. Universal's link is over there. Open that up in the other tab and subscribe. Open that up in the other tab, subscribe. If you guys, yeah, it's fakemikerealnews@gmail.com. Fakemikerealnews@gmail.com. That's Universal TV. Open it up in another tab. Subscribe to Universal TV. Austin Girl, welcome, love it. Let's talk about me. Well, it's nothing about me. There's nothing about me to talk about. The reason I'm here is not about me. I'm just a weird, annoying dude with a snapback, right? But it's about my ideas. The reason I come in here is to talk about the idea. Yes, New York. Yeah, I just came from New York and did that. I actually made them do the walk of shame. Jack, long time. How you been, brother? Final questions or comments. We'll get maybe one, maybe two more questions or comments in here. But I can't stop. I can't stop.
Get enough. Come on. Get your funk on.
Have you ever been to the White House? We've audited the outside of the White House, and I might be able to go in very soon. Yes, Patreon. Patreon.com/demand the truth. If I could get all 99, if I could get all of Auditing America subscribers $1 a month, we could get an RV, fill it up with gas, and go everywhere. Mark Mower, thanks for saying that. You're cool, actually, Mark. You have some great information. Patreon.com/demand the truth. Patreon.com. Thank you, Gypsy, for subbing. It's patreon.com/demand the truth. $ fake Mike Real News on Cash App and $ Auditing America News on Cash App. Last question right there. Going to audit Uvalde. I was this close to auditing Uvalde, but I didn't have the money at the time. So if you want to donate, patreon.com/demand the truth. $ fake Mike Real News on PayPal and Cash App. Auditing America News. $ Auditing America News on Cash App. Send him a donation. Thank him right now. The money goes right to his pocket. $ Auditing America News. Find Auditing America News on Instagram. Find Universal TV. He's going to put the link in the description right now. That's SOL TV. As soon as this video is done, leave him a comment and subscribe. Let him know Auditing America and the fakest, the most fictitious of all Michaels sent you. Find Auditing America on Instagram. Find Auditing America on Facebook. We're almost at 10,000 people over there, so go give us a like, share, and subscribe over there too. My channel too, Fake Mike Real News, close to 15,000 subscribers. Also, lastly, but not leastly, thank you for sharing these videos. Get our videos out. We've got a few videos that we did recently. Get them out, send them out on Facebook, send them on Twitter, Telegram, Twitch, text messages, emails, get it out there. And we're going to do our part. You guys keep doing your part. We're going to keep going out there. We're going to be nonviolent. We're going to use a Socratic method. We're going to keep an open but skeptical mind. Thank you very much for the super chat. Yes, we do love Deanna. Deanna is awesome.
We love you, Deanna. Thank you. All your beautiful comments. We love you. We appreciate you.
Blue Pill, thank you for being a Patreon. I do not want any money from somebody that is struggling. If you guys got a lot of money, yes, $ Auditing America News on Cash App, $ Fake Mike Real News on Cash App. But hey, what you can do instead to help us even more is share the videos. Share my videos on my channel. Share Auditing America's best videos. We got some great ones. That Joe Biden one needs to go viral because that's what we're talking about. This is what we'll finish up on.
Shiba Inu, baby.
This is what we'll finish up on. This quote right here, I'll read it one more time. It's a great quote. And this is what we do here at Auditing America. Journalism is printing something or filming something that someone else doesn't want printed. Everything else is public relations.
Yes,
so while the mainstream media is going to be out there lying with a whole bunch of makeup, taking their marching orders out of teleprompters, me, Mr. America, Mr. Manco, and Mr. Universal are going to continually travel this country non-violently, without any makeup, just a few snapbacks and a fake mic. Real news. Bee sting